Well, hello, Stampers. It's the Pampered Stamper, and welcome to Tuesday's Stories and Stamps. I have a wonderful little project to share today, and I think it's perfect. We're now in December, and I don't know about you, but I love hot drinks. I love hot drinks because they warm me up. I like hot drinks because I can hold them in my hand and it feels cozy, and they just make me happy. But the truth is, when it comes to hot chocolate, I love the idea of hot chocolate way more than the actual hot chocolate. I don't usually order a big hot chocolate, unlike coffee. Coffee, I like to have a big cup, but hot chocolate needs to be a little smaller and it has to have whipping cream. So I thought I would play with a set that isn't maybe meant for hot chocolate. It's called Cup of Tea. And I don't know about you, but let's take a look. And I have to say, I have this set here in Dutch. So it's called Thee en Troost. And then I'm going to use the Nothing's Better Than because I'm going to use chocolate and coffee. Now, I wanted to show something. I had the catalog ready. Here it is. Now, I don't know about you, but when I buy a stamp set from Stampin' Up, I'm often heavily influenced by the pattern paper that they show with it. And I right away start creating with the stuff that they've suggested. But it's so much fun when you make something different. So I wanted to go with some paper from the Sweet, I think it's called Sweet Treats or Sweet Christmas. And I've got this little piece left over because I don't want to share my whole little secret. I also wanted to make a cup that was different. I wanted a bigger cup, right? For my coffee, I wanted a bigger cup. So the way you do that is, take a look. So these are the plates for the die cutting machine. And usually the two glass plates have to be on top of each other to cut. But if you do it so that the plate doesn't go over this edge, that means that edge won't cut. So I ran it through, or I will run it through, and then I'll show you what I'm going to do. Although maybe I already did. Let's have a look. Did I do it? I did. Okay, I'm ahead of myself. Okay, sometimes I plan ahead of times, and then sometimes I forget. So I did it. See, so I've cut it part way. And what I'm going to do is maybe, no, the other side isn't much better. You could use a pencil. I didn't. So I'm going to show you what I did over here. I've already started. I've cheated a little bit. I've made this one. And really, the way my card started is that this snowflake was too big for the small cup. So I thought I need a bigger cup. So what I did, and I kind of like the shape of this one. So I'm going to lay it on here. And then I should have done this with the first one, but I just free-handed it. I'm going to get a pencil. I like this curve. And so I'm just drawing it up. And then I'm going to turn it around and do that curve on the other side. I don't know if that will work, but I think it will. And that way I have two similar curves. See? There. And then we just have to tuck that in. And so then I don't want that edge of the cup, right? Because otherwise it's going to look funny. So now we're going to get our scissors and trim it. And I'm really excited about it. It's because I'm thinking outside the box. I'm thinking outside the die, like so. And then you'll see that now, of course, it's way too narrow. But we're going to trim it down. So here, I just need to cut that ear from the cup down like so. Oh, I've got the shakes. I've had too much coffee today. And I'm trying to cram too much in. I'm actually videoing this on the Wednesday before because I'm flying home tomorrow. And so I thought, well, I'm going to spend time with my family. I'm going to trim it all the way to here. Here. So now I have this nice round cup. It's a bit shorter than this one. See? So you can totally... Here, I shouldn't be showing you this stuff on my stamp set. So I put this cork paper underneath because I find that my camera doesn't focus very well when I have a white piece. So here is the actual cup. Okay, so now you can see the three sizes. So now we've got our Starbucks lineup here. We've got, and I can never remember. I think it's Grande, Venti, and yeah, I can never do it. I'm thinking like, why can't you just call them small, medium, and large? Tall, Grande, and Venti. But do I know which one is the biggest one and which is the smallest one? Venti reminds me either of selling or of a wind. But anyway, I digress. We're going to fix something. So I thought it would be fun to take that brown that early espresso cup and run it through the embossing folder. And you can choose exactly where on the embossing folder you put it so that you get the design that you want. So now I have an embossed mug, and it's going the other way, which I think is kind of fun. Now what I did with that, here are those embossing folders. So there's a Wintry 3D and two come in it, one with tree branches and one with snowflakes. So here they are, so you can see them. Okay, lots of fun, easy to transform your paper, which I love. And now I'm going to change it again. Okay, so I thought it would be fun to give it a little base so you can paper piece. So here, I'll show you. No, I can't. I'm getting ahead of myself. I'm going to take a Whisper White ink craft spot, and let's see, I'm going to, well, I can do it right on here. I want to just rub it on, and look, then I get a white snowflake. And it shows the little patterns. How much fun is that? So now we have our cup. And what I did with, I'm not going to do everything with you. Sometimes I can just show you. So what I've done here, I've done it with another cup. I've cut the little bottom piece off and paper pieced it. And I did the same thing with my big red cup. I cut the bottom of the brown one off and put it on the bottom here. So I thought that was fun. Then I took from the Nothing's Better Than, there's dies in here, and I have cut the chocolate and the coffee one. I did that in white, so I have them here. And then from the pattern paper, so I'm assembling all the pieces that I need. From the pattern paper, I cut a little candy cane because I don't have the stamp set with the candy cane dies. So I cut this out of pattern paper from the Sweet Christmas. And now I'm going to make my card. So I thought it would be fun to put a few cards on here. And I'm not sure now if I like this mug better or if I should do this one so that they're facing different ways. And then chocolate and coffee. And then the saying is going to be, you're going to find out, we're going to use our Stamparatus for this. And then my thing that I want to do is, of course, we're going to make whipping cream for our hot chocolate. That's what I'm really excited about. So let's move all that. Stamparatus, which is a stamp positioning tool. This is 4 inches. Is it 4 inches by 4 inches? 4 1/4. Yeah. This is 4 inches by 4 inches. And I'm going to put it here. Oh yeah, a day without. That's what it says. I'm going to do that right at the top. There. And I should check to see if it's straight and it's decent. Okay. We're going to stamp that with early espresso. Okay. So tap, tap, tap. My early espresso needs re-inking. Give it a press. That's nice about the Stamparatus, is that you can just go a few times till it's just as dark as you want. I love that. See, it's looking good. You want everybody to be able to read that. So now we're going to start building our card. It's going to be a square card, I think. Okay, I haven't quite planned it all out. I thought this is going to be a card where we're just going to make it together. So I'd like to know what your favorite drink is. Do you like hot drinks or cold drinks? Yeah. And now I have to decide whether or not I want the cups to go like so, or do I like this one better? That looks really nice too. Maybe I'll put that one in the inside. See? I think I like it like this, and then this one's going to be chocolate, and this one's going to be coffee. And I could do without coffee. I have to decide what's better. No, I think it's good. It's good. So I'm gonna, okay guys, I'm sorry. I'm really squirrely today. It must be because I'm flying home tomorrow. I have so much on my mind. But anyway, we need a little puddle of glue. And then we're going to take our sponge that you keep in a bag so you can reuse it. Now this technique is when you want to stamp or when you want to add adhesive to things that are small. So coffee and chocolate. No, it was the other way around, wasn't it? See, I was supposed to do this off camera so that I would know what I want, and I didn't. So now you're part of the hemming and hawing process. How much time do you guys waste on little details where you go, oh, which one is, how do I want to do this? Coffee and chocolate. Well, you know what? I still haven't decided. Okay, I made up my mind and I decided to not make it too painful for you. So flatten out your glue, and then dab it on your little word. You could use adhesive sheets too, but I'm all out, so I'm doing it the old-fashioned way. Coffee, and then chocolate. And it's going to be a fun card. And then you could put this in with a little, I'm just going to leave this sticking up a little bit because it might have to go over top of my my mug. Okay, so we're just going to, you know, I'm going to use up this glue since I have it there, and it's going to go here. I wasn't sure if I'd have enough room, so here I do have enough room, so it's good. And then I'm going to pop up this cup, and we're going to use, did you know that Stampin' Up! Has black dimensionals, which is quite handy. And what I like about the black dimensionals is that they have a white cover, so you can see them. If they were dark, you'd have a hard time finding them back. So now, I'm just going to do that. We'll move this out of the way. And now it's time for the fun, because now I want to make my whipping cream. And to do that, we have our Snowfall Accents Puff Paint. So we're going to pop that on, and I'm actually going to put this on the card base first because otherwise I have to maybe wait too long. I don't know. I think we'll do that first. So I've got a card, and it measures 8.5 by 4.25, scored at 4.25. So I have a square card, and I think that's going to look really nice on here. Yeah, that looks great. So we'll adhere that. I'm using Stampin' Seal Plus because I'm almost out of liquid adhesive. I'm not used to using a tape runner anymore. Isn't that crazy? I like the forgiveness of liquid adhesive, that I can move things around. So I just look at the top two corners and then I go down. Okay, and now the fun is going to start. I'm a little bit nervous, to tell you the honest truth. Give this a little bit of a shake, and I'm just going to kind of do this. And the way it works with puff paint is that it will puff up when I, here. Let's have a look, see what happens. And then I think I can add more if it's not good. So here is the heat tool. I'm just going to move this a little bit. I'm a little far away. And here we go. Takes a little bit of patience, and then you'll see it puff up. I'm going a little bit closer. And I think I'm going to have to fill it in a little bit. But it's looking really cool. It looks like marshmallows now. Okay, so I'm going to, see, so this stuff is pretty forgiving. Now it just looks like a pile of marshmallows floating in the air. So I'm going to kind of fill this in a little. And we'll see what happens. And here, let's see. It's solidifying, so that's nice. I think it was a pretty good rescue attempt. Oh yeah, it's looking great. And now I'm going to do one more thing. Yeah, it's looking really good. I almost forgot about my candy cane. So I want to tuck that in. Actually, you know what? It works quite nicely. It's a little soft. I'm pushing it right in. How cool is that? Oh, I'm so excited about it. Isn't that great? Now, the coffee could have a little whipping cream if it's an Irish coffee. Gerard loves Irish coffee. But I think I'm going to try something else. Maybe the tea set has it and maybe it doesn't. No, it doesn't. I want a little bit of steam coming off. And I'm going to use, you know what? Why not? I'm going to try this. Let's see. Just really, I'm barely, oh, that's too much. Okay, I'm going to take my pokey tool and just kind of go like this. I don't know if this is going to work, but I've tried. And I'm just going to take this off a little bit so it's not too thick. And let's see what happens. I'm going to heat that up. And maybe I've ruined it. I don't know. There, that's all I'm going to do. It does look a little bit like steam, doesn't it? I could add a little bit more. So what I'm going to do to give myself a little control, because it's just like cooking, you know, you should never pour in herbs or spices above the pot. You should measure and then do it somewhere else, because if it all of a sudden goes, you're out of luck. So I'm just doing this. And I'm doing it. So I'm going to paint a little bit with it. This is kind of fun, playing with you. I hadn't anticipated doing this at all, so that's great. Okay, let's heat that up a little bit. I think that's pretty cool. Okay, so now we're going to finish off our card. And here was the paper. I should have showed you this. This is the paper from Sweet Christmas. That's where I got the candy cane from. And then the other side is a green stripe. So that's really nice. So now in the inside, a day without coffee or chocolate is, and let's see what we should say in here. And I like that, is like, just kidding. I have no idea. And look here, this is the stamp I was looking for. I could have stamped that. But you know, I think this was a lot more fun. So here we go. Here, they should have had wine on here, I think, because a day without wine is, well, yeah, I can't imagine a day without wine. And I'm not an alcoholic. I just love to cook, and I honestly feel that food tastes better with a glass of wine. It's just the way it is. And here is Bailey, the dog. It's almost lunchtime, so he always comes to visit me. So I'm going to pause it so I can... Okay, sorry, I paused right mid-sentence there, but Bailey got his little knuffel, which is hug in Dutch, and he's pretty happy. Okay, and I've just made sure that that wasn't upside down. So we're going to use early espresso again, and then I'm going to use one of those cool cups and put it in the inside. And then our card is done. So thanks so much for joining me. I don't know if the news is out now. If I've been organized, then I will have let you know that I am now really pursuing an active business in Europe. I've joined an amazing demonstrator from the UK. So I'm going to have some amazing training. And I'm hoping that people from all over the UK will join me and will order from me. I'm excited about it. I love to have fun. Oh, see, you know what? That cup is too big in the inside. So I'm not going to do that. I might have to stamp this coffee cup inside instead, which is kind of cute. Here. Everything has to be proportionate, you know? So let's just put that in. And I'm going to stamp it in red, I think. And then we'll use crumb cake as a filler. So here we go. I'm just going to move this one off. And tap, tap, tap. So I'm carrying on the theme of the red and the early espresso. So we'll just make that nice and dark. But if I do early espresso in the cup, then you won't see the red. But I do want a slight contrast there, so we are going to add a little bit of color. And here, this is the filler in stamp. It's very technical language, eh? The filler in stamp. So we just lay that right on top. And then I hope I did a good job. Even with the Stamparatus, you know, I don't always. And the problem is not the Stamparatus. The problem is this squirrel stamper who is too impatient. So that might be too dark. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to put a sticky note here and I'm going to stamp off for a minute. So that just means I'm going to stamp lightly. And then I'm going to move this and do it again. There. Now, isn't that cool? I think it's really cute. So let's put that in the inside of our card. Always try to finish your cards right away, because afterwards when you're going through your card stash and you want to give that card away and then you open it up to fill it in and then there's nothing there, you're like, oh, now I have to get my stamps, ink, and paper out again, and it's a hassle. So it's nice when it's all done and all you have to do is say, dear so-and-so, love me. So here we go. Isn't that cute? I think it's really cute. We could add a few more. You could add a little bit of bling if you wanted to. I have some bling right here, so why not? I'm going to, you know, let's make it a little retro. This soft greenish color. Oh, now I've got two on top of each other. Yeah, look at that. Oh, all right, so that looks cute. And do I want to add another one? Right here? Yeah. Why not? And a little silver one. This reminds me of those cookies. You know when you make Christmas cookies? And they have those silver little balls? They're fun. So I think that's really cute. So I hope you enjoyed stamping with me and using puff paint also for steam. I'm super proud of that, honestly. Anyway, it was great to play with you. I hope you enjoyed this video. Please subscribe to my channel. There's a red button on the bottom right corner. Click on that. Give me a thumbs up if you like the video and leave a comment. I answer all the comments because I love interacting. Even though I'm not surrounded by customers sitting around my table stamping with me, I really feel that you're here with me. So it's really important. I love it when you let me know that you've been here, because I meet people and they say, oh, I follow you. I watch your videos. And I go, I don't know, because you haven't left a comment. So I would like to get to know you. It's amazing how you do get to know each other when you comment and interact. So hello from my corner of the world. I hope you're doing well, and I wish you all the best in the days leading up to Christmas. Remember to take time and have fun and play, because life is too short to not have fun. And together we can change the world one card at a time. Bye.